Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. I don't know where everybody else is or when you're watching this video, but I am in the Midwest, and it is December currently, and it is raining. This is very not normal weather for us. It's been a really warm autumn. I'm not complaining, but it's just really weird. But I'm enjoying the rain. We need the moisture. Typical. I have a garden, so yes, I kind of keep an eye on the weather and talk about the weather. But today for our workout, we are going to do arms and abs, and actually we're going to do upper body. So it's going to be a little bit more arms. We're going to sneak some abs in there. So we're going to have some isolation type exercises like flip grip curls, and then we're going to do some combination exercises like holding a bird dog, doing some rear delts. And then at the end, as you can see on the list, we have a finisher where we're just going to run through those exercises one time through. Just try to finish up and kind of finish our arms and our abs a little bit there at the end. But it is time for us to go ahead and get started. So we're going to start our warm-up. And since we are primarily doing upper body and core today, we're going to do a little bit of a different warm-up from what we normally do. We're going to start, we're just going to take some nice deep breaths in. So we're just going to breathe it in and take it out again. Good, so nice deep breath in and out. Good, one more time. Big breath in and out. Good, we're gonna take our hands down on our thighs. We're going to do a little cat-cow. So we're going to inhale and exhale. And we wanna start nice and gentle here, in and out. So we're warming up the spine just a little bit. We're also thinking we inhale, we expand the belly, we exhale, and we pull that belly button in. Good, so inhale and exhale. One more, inhale, exhale. Good, so now I want you to find somewhere in the middle, and we're going to just take our shoulder to one side, take our shoulder to the other. So a little bit of spine rotation, not a lot, but we're also pushing that shoulder in. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it into the center. We're just going to add a little sway side to side. We're going to reach across the body. So reach corner to corner. Again, little torso rotation, but we're also starting to wake up our shoulders here. 4, 3, 2. We're going to reach the arms up overhead right here. Reach it up. One arm reaches up, one arm reaches down to the floor. You can add a little bit of a side bend here. 4, 3, in the center, we're going to open big. Give yourself a hug. Good, open big. Give yourself a hug. Each time we change which arm is on top. Open and close. Good, open big. Close it. Open big and close it. Good, 2 more. Open. Good, squeeze. Open. Squeeze. Bring it in the center. Reach for the ceiling. High knee march. So think about this exercise while we are in our first circuit. Brace your core. Lift those thighs. 4, 3, hamstring curls. We're going to reach and pull. Squeeze our shoulder blades together. The focus here is on that squeeze. We want to wake up the back of our body. 4, 3, hands to the shoulders, bring it up, shoulder towards the opposite knee. So today's warm-up isn't going to be super long. Doesn't really need to be. 4, 3, bring it in the center. We're going to squat it down, bring it up in the center. So I want you to think pinkies together, pinkies in the front. So reach and reach. Down and up. And it doesn't have to be big. It can just be taking it down, bringing it up nice and tall. Reach and up. Good, couple more. Take it down. Bring it up, down, and up. Bring it in the center. We're just going to take ear to shoulder, side to side. So this is still kind of loosening up our neck a little bit. 4, 3, 2, bring it in the center. Pull the shoulders down and back. Look to the right, look to the left. Look. Good reach. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. We're gonna just march it out. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down into your back pocket. We're gonna open and close those fingers a little bit. Good. 4, 3, 2. All right, we're gonna take big breaths in. So reach it back, big breath in, hands to shoulders, exhale, take it back, big breath in, hands to the shoulders. So little triceps overhead, just a little bit of cardio, but we really just wanna work through those arms moving. Good swing, bring it up. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's march it out, shake it out, grab a quick drink of water. Hopefully we should be feeling somewhat warmed up. Might not have a high heart rate, but that's okay. We're lifting today. We have 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest, 2 rounds, and we've got 3 circuits and a finisher. Each circuit has 4 exercises. This is going to be upper body and core focused. We don't have a lot of legs today. We really don't have any at all. We're gonna start 2-point rows. So we're gonna row neutral, and then we're gonna open a little bit wider towards the corner. So you're gonna think like a road or a rectangle, pull it up, and then we're gonna take it up for a triangle. And then we're going to do flip grip curls, and then we have our single leg stand overhead press, right and left. So we're gonna go ahead and grab our weights. We're gonna do a nice good forward fold. We're gonna do palms in and then open out, pinkies to the corner, all right? 45 seconds, your time is on. So nice good pull. So neutral grip, and then we open the pinkies to the corner. So pinkies behind us, pinkies out to the corner. It's wider. Our shoulders are still staying nice and relaxed. Lift and then drive. We're doing everything twice, so keep that in mind. So if you need to, you can do this first round as kind of a warm-up round, and then you can make the second round a little bit more challenging. Go a little bit heavier, a little bit harder. Brace that core, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up. We're gonna do flip grip curls. So we're gonna start palms in, flip it, bring it up, flip it, palms up, and then take it back down again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So palms in, bring it up, rotate palms up, take it down. So palms in, hammer curl to lift, and then a traditional curl to release. I want you to take a nice good up 2, rotate down to slow and controlled. Now, if you have light weights, but you want to make this more challenging, you can add in a little balance work. So a single leg stand, but we're going to do that next, but a tandem stance or feet very close together. So you have options, but if you're going heavier, I want you to get a nice good brace, feet hip width apart. Good squeeze of those elbows. 2 and 1. All right, we're going to do a single leg stand with an overhead press, right? And then we're gonna switch over to the left. This round, we're gonna do same arm, same leg, and then go over to the other side. So here we go. So nice and tall, single leg stance, overhead press. Now we really need to think about stacking. So if you notice that you're really wobbly on one side, stack shoulders over hips, over your ankles, squeeze the glute, pull your belly in, brace your core. So nice, good lift. This leg, I know it's easier if we put it on our standing leg, and that's an option, but this is gonna be more of a challenge for you. You have 15 seconds to go. You can change your hand position a little, open it out to the corner, but do what feels good for those shoulders. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Bring it in. We're gonna shake it out, switch it over to the other side. So we're gonna stack it, push that floor away, pull this hip in, squeeze that glute. 3, 2, and 1. Good. So lift and lower. So nice deep breaths. We want to make sure. Sometimes we lean back. We want to get that overhead press, or sometimes we lean to a side, or we let that hip kick out. Stand nice and tall. So your body is kind of stiff here. And then if you struggle with your balance, I want you to find something that's not moving to stare at. So don't stare at me. I'm the worst thing to look at right now. But find something that's not moving to stare at. And that'll help a little bit because your balance relies on your eyes, your ears, and your proprioception. So right now that's going to be your foot. 3, 2, and 1. All right, round 1 is done. Moving on to round number 2. I'm going to have to stick with these. I really do need to go buy some more weights. Maybe that's what everyone should do for Christmas. Just consider it. Here we go, 2-point rows. So if you've been using the same weights the entire time you've been working out with me, and some of you have been working out with me for like 5 years now, go buy a new set. Just a next size up, right? So maybe if your max weight, your heaviest weight is a 10, go buy a couple of 12.5s or a couple of 15s. Or if you notice that you really struggle and the smallest weight you have is an 8, don't be scared to go buy a 5. Good, but nice good squeeze. Shoulder blades go back. Take it out to the corner. I just need to go get a partner from my 15-pounder. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Going for our flip grip curls. This time we're going to do palm up on the way up, neutral grip, palms in on the way down. If you did balance work last time, you're gonna do balance work on the other side this time. Here we go. So now it's palms up, flip it, palms in to go down. So it's the opposite of what we did earlier. Now you may notice if you always do a hammer type curl, when you go to palm up, it might be more challenging. That just means that maybe you need to change your weight, which is fine, or you need to do that particular motion a little more often. We have physical limitations, especially if you've had surgery or something like that. Your body physically will not move a certain way. But for a lot of us, we just need to practice moving our bodies in that new way. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, this time we're gonna do opposites, and I wanna do my right shoulder again, but this time I'm going to stand on my left leg. So opposite, because I wanted this to get enough rest. Here we go. So now we're doing opposite arm and leg. So now I'm doing my right arm and my left leg right here. So before we did same, this time we're doing opposites. And we did our right arm the first time, so I'm doing right arm the same first time. And I'm definitely feeling this. I'm glad I didn't go any heavier. This is good for me today. You're almost down to 15 seconds, so you're 2/3 of the way done. You can change your hand position a little bit if you need to. If you can, elbow out to the corner. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out. So shoulders down and back, little rest. This is my goofy shoulder right now, so I really felt that a lot more in my traps than I wanted. 2, and 1. Good. So hand to the shoulder, reaching up to the sky. And I know for some people going overhead is a struggle. You can do small range of motion, or you can stick with light weights and just focus on working on a good range of motion and strengthening. So nice and tall. Brace that core. This is core work. This is core work. Core work is not just getting down on the floor and doing a whole bunch of crunches or anything like that, or even bird dogs, right? Think about core work as something we do all the time, every day. Good, 10 seconds to go. So when you are running, when you're lifting, when you are walking at home in your day, you are using your core. Good, bring it in, set it down, Shake it out, grab a drink. Circuit 1 is done. Moving on to circuit number 2. Now this one, the next 2 rounds we are down on the floor. You can stay up. You're just gonna have to modify what you do. So we're gonna do a half kneeling side bend with a side raise, right, left. We're gonna do a chest fly with a rotation, and then we're gonna do a pullover with leg lowers. If you are staying up, you're gonna stand. We're gonna do side bend, come part way up, do your side raise. If you're on the floor, you're gonna do half kneeling. For the V-sit chest fly, grab a chair. Okay, so you're going to be sitting in your chair at an angle, doing the exact same thing we are. Pullovers, sitting in a chair, leaning back, pull over, and you're gonna do a knee lift. So arm overhead, knee lift, okay? So, coming down to the floor. My new flooring means I cannot kneel on my floor anymore. It's kind of a bummer. So we're gonna take it half kneeling stance. Your leg is out. Weight is in the hand that has the knee on the floor. We're gonna do a side bend. We're only gonna come part way up. Feel this ab engage. Side raise, down, up, side raise. So you don't have to come all the way up. You can, but you don't have to. 45 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So squeeze the glute. So it's side bend, come about halfway, side raise, down, up, good side raise. So can you bring it up all the way here? Sure. But if we take it down and come halfway up, these abs, these muscles on your side have to work all the time. They don't get a rest period. So they're always on, always engaged, always active. Good. Getting down, 12 seconds, actually 10 seconds to go. Down and up, good lift. 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring it in, switching over to the other side. So remember, you can do this standing, and you're gonna do the same thing. So you're gonna go down and still only come about halfway up. Nice, good, straightish line from your head to your heel. Here we go. So down, halfway, side raise. Down, up, side raise. So if you're standing, same thing. Down, up, you're only gonna go about halfway up. Lift and lower. So good squeeze of the glutes. So we want to keep that hip pointing forwards and try to stay tall. Imagine your back was against the wall behind you. And when we do that side raise, notice, are you swinging? We don't want to swing. We want to control it. We're strong enough. We can do this. 2 and 1. All right, on our back sides, weights that you can do a V-sit chest fly with. You might have to go a little bit light. I'm gonna do 8s. We're gonna see how this is gonna go. So knees bent, feet flat, lean back, arms out. Open the right arm to the side, torso goes to the side. Bring it in the center, open the arm, and do a rotation. So side and center. And I am gonna say, I have to switch. So there is no shame. We're doing everything twice. There is no shame in having to switch your weights. So open, out. And actually for me, it's not the chest that's having the issue. It's the shoulders and a little bit of core. So leaning back so you're in a V-sit position. We don't want our arms out in front. We want them in an angle. 2 and 1. All the way down onto your backs. 1 dumbbell or 2. If you have 2, press them together. Dead bug position. So knees bent. Press those dumbbells together. Pull the low back into the floor. Here we go. Option 1. Arms go down. Right back over your chest. So legs stay up. Arms over. Pull it up. Option 2. Take one leg out. Bring it back in. Your challenge is to keep that low back glued to the floor. Do not let it come up. Do not let it lift. So the pullovers are working our lats, kind of under our armpits. So take it out, bring it in. The farther you extend your legs, the harder this is going to be. Good job. Let's rock it up. Set those weights to the side. We come back up for our half kneeling stance. So I will say the pullover with the knee lift is challenging if you are staying upright. Here we go. So side bend, lift, good side raise. So down, up, and lift. And it's okay if your side bend is really small. So if you don't have a lot of lateral flexion in your spine, that's okay. You're all good. Just place your hand here, feel those muscles. Yes, you might have a little fluffy. That's okay, I do too. Good lift. Good 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, switching over to the other side. So nice and tall, shoulders down. This is a good stance. We squeeze the glutes and try to be as tall as we can. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So side bend, halfway up, good side raise. So whatever weight you're using that for your side raise for your arm, but that's also extra weight that your obliques, your lateral flexors, are having to use in order to hold your body upright. So think about your position. I notice I kind of start to rotate forward on this side, and I don't want to do that. So down, open my shoulder back behind me, stay as tall as I can. Good, and I feel it a lot more in my low back on this side. Not pain, just muscles working. Last one. Good job. Bring it in. V-sit, chest fly. And I am sticking with my 5s. So knees bent, feet flat. So we lean back, C-curve at an angle. We open, then we rotate. So our shoulders are away from the ears. This weight is pulling your body over to the side, which means that your more abs are having to hold you upright and then pull you back around. But we're still also getting a little stretch in the chest. For this exercise, we don't want to let our arms go out straight. Soft bend in the elbow, always. Arms going out straight, straight elbows, puts a lot of strain on your shoulders. If you just cannot do this in a V-sit, do this on the floor or with no weights. 2 and 1. Bring it in. Let's set those weights down to the floor. We're going to go for our pullovers with our leg lowers. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. So we're going to lower the weight over our head and then pull it back up. Now again, if you're sitting, you're going to be in that nice V position where your hips are towards the front of the chair and your upper back is leaning against the back of the chair. And you're going to take your arms up and over, and then you're not going to bring them all the way forward to your chest. It's a little goofy. You're going to lean back, bring them up kind of overhead, and then at an angle. Or just focus on the abs. That's okay too. I know not everybody wants to or can go to the floor. It's something we all need to be able to do, get up and down. But if you don't feel up to it today, you can just focus on the ab portion. Good job. Bring it in. Set those weights to the side. Come up to a seated position. Circuit number 2 is done. We have one more circuit, two more exercises, right and left sides, and then we're going to go for our core finisher. So grab a quick drink. We are going to be on the floor, hands and knees. If you need to stay upright, you're going to do your rear delt. You can still do this with your hand on the seat of a chair instead of having it on the floor. And then for the side plank tricep kickback, you can do skull crushers or you can just do a side plank or just a tricep kickback. It's up to you. I would say definitely go for doing the tricep kickbacks because we've done some side obliques already. So if you want to stay upright, do tricep kickbacks. So grab a weight you can do a rear delt lift with. You're going to be in a nice good bird dog position. So good tabletop to start. If your dumbbell's in your right hand, your left leg is going to extend back. We're not going to lift and lower. We're just going to hold it up there. And we're going to think about taking our dumbbell and we're pulling it from one side of our body out and then back in again. You have 45 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So lifting it out, bring it back in and down. So up and out and go do a good pull. I want you to think 1, 2, down 2. So up 2, down 2. So if we're just swinging our arm out there, the weight might be too heavy or it might be too light. So if you're not able to go slow, 2 and 2, check and see if it's too heavy. If it's really easy and you can just swing it up there, you might need to try going a little heavier. But brace that core, squeeze the glute, try flexing your foot, means point your toe down towards the floor. So instead of pointing to the wall, point it to the floor. 2 and 1, bring it in. We're gonna switch over to the other side. So good kneeling stance, dumbbell in your left arm, right leg is gonna go back so it's opposite. Here we go, good squeeze, brace that core. 1, 2, down, 2. So again, this is core work in addition to upper body. So like I was saying, core work isn't just about doing crunches. It's about learning how to use our core while we're doing other things in our day. And no, we don't normally spend a lot of time doing this. We don't just hang out on the floor and lift things. But think about it, if you're cleaning and you do have to get down on the floor, crawl around, pick stuff up off of the floor, underneath the couch, underneath the chairs. 2 and 1. All right. This is our side plank with a tricep extension. I'm gonna go light this round so I can kind of figure it out. This is a new exercise for me. We're gonna lift up into our side plank, palm in, and we're just gonna do a nice good kickback right here. We don't wanna rotate forwards, so it's a little bit weird, a little bit goofy. If this does not feel good for you, you're like, nope, I'm out. That is not a good one for me. You're gonna do a kickback, either in bird dog or half kneeling, just like this. This is great. Just want you to get those triceps in. And next round, I'm definitely gonna go a little heavier. So nice, good kick, lift and lower. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, switching it over to the other side. I was still feeling it down at the end there. So come up, nice good side plank. You can even just be lying on your side for this one, but it's gonna take away a little bit of space if you are. So good kickback right here. So as we're doing, if you're doing the side plank, your shoulder is over your elbow, right? We don't want to let the elbow be back by our hip, but we don't want to let our elbow be way out here. So again, core work, working those triceps. Just a little bit of a different hand position. We have 15 seconds to go. And then we're gonna repeat. We're gonna do our bird dogs again, and we're gonna do our triceps again, and then we have our core finisher. Good job. Bring it in, shake it out, roll those shoulders. Decide if and how you're going to adapt your workout. So coming up, nice good bird dog position. Here we go. Shoulders down and back, core is braced. You're gonna lift that dumbbell out to the side and down. This is another one. If you need to stay standing or you need to stay In a kneeling position, you can put your hand on that chair, do a good rear delt, or you can even do kind of a bird dog, hand on the seat of the chair, still lifting that opposite leg back behind you, so you're still getting a little core work, a little legs, a little balance, so we can still challenge our bodies without doing exactly what I'm doing, and that is okay. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring it in, take it over to the other side. So think about a nice, good bracing of the core. We don't want to let it arch. We don't want to let it round. So shoulders down and back, take that leg back, lift, and bring it down. Slow and controlled. So we're trying to get back of the shoulder here. If we're too upright, we start turning it into middle, and we've already done that with our overhead presses and with our side raises. And the back of the shoulder tends to get neglected. So nice, good lift. Squeeze those glutes, 15 seconds. I can definitely tell this is my weaker side. It's a little bit harder for me to keep my arm in a good position. So I'm just gonna really watch that. 2 and 1. Awesome job. Going for our side plank with our nice, good tricep extension. So a good tricep kick. 3, 2, and 1. So go ahead and bring it up. Now easier tricep or easier side plank is right here on your knees. You can take that top leg up. That's an option. If you can, I'm going to cue you when you've got about 20 seconds left. Can you come up on your toes, both feet? 3, 2, good. Can you come up? If you can't, that's okay. Keep doing your triceps. Keep holding that side plank. Keep kicking it out. I want you to try to challenge yourself a little bit. You're almost done. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Flip it over to the other side. Oh, I'm definitely gonna feel this later. I think it's been a really long time. Here we go, bring it up. It's been a really long time since I have done like just an upper body workout. I'm so used to doing total body, right? Because when I teach my classes, I have students that come different days, different times. So I like to make sure everybody can get a total body workout in. So my strength classes, you hit everything really. So it's nice that, oh my goodness, on these days, good, if you can, come up on those toes. On these days, I can do something a little different. I like it. Good, less than 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right, set it down. Roll the shoulders, grab a drink, loosen up a little bit. I'm definitely gonna pay for this later, but we're not done yet. We're not done because we have our finisher. We have our finisher. All right, we are going to do, I'm gonna give you a few seconds to kind of chill, relax a little. If you need to skip the finisher, it's okay, I understand. But I want you to try it. It's 1 round, 4 exercises, 45 seconds worth each. We're gonna do cross body mountain climbers. Then we're gonna go onto our back sides and we're gonna do V-sit crunches. And then we're gonna do push-ups and then we're gonna go down and we're just gonna do lat pull downs while we're on our tummy, prone position. So don't even have to use any weights for this one. So we're gonna bring it up. We're gonna go for our crossbody mountain climbers. If you need to stay standing, you're gonna do standing mummy kicks or standing torso rotations. Like we did in the warm-up, shoulder to opposite knee. All right, we're gonna bring it up. We're gonna do crossbody mountain climbers in 3, 2, and 1. So this is just our 45 seconds, so that means we're gonna bring our knee over to the opposite elbow. holding a good plank position. Our upper bodies are already kind of smoked, right? So holding this plank might not feel very good. Do it as long as you can. Drop to your knees, rest, keep holding that plank, and then bring it back up again. So this is good core work. Good, 15 seconds. You can do these at an incline, hands on a chair. 10 seconds, we're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, onto our backs. So you can be on your knees, or not on your knees, on your bums. Hands here, lean back, it's a crunch. Option 1, knee in, your time is on. Knee in, knee in. Now you can do this, both knees in at the same time. You can make this harder. Your time is going, so keep going. Take it back, lift, lift. The farther out your legs are, the harder this is. Remember, you always have an option. Bring it in. It's chest to thigh. We also are getting a little bit of triceps here, but this is ab work. This is core work. If you need to, lean back, knees in, fold it. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna flip it over for push-ups. Can you do chest presses? Yes, you can do chest presses. This is okay too. I want you to try push-ups. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Taking it down. Bring it up. I'm doing elbows in. These are considered to be more military style push-ups. So I'm getting a little more triceps here, which are already a little bit tired. Do push-ups of your choice. If you have to rest, take it back child's pose. Come back into your plank. Drop it down, bring it up. You can do chest presses. You can do incline push-ups. 10 seconds, and then we're gonna go to our tummies. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, onto our tummies. This is a mobility style drill, but we're still gonna feel this. Take it down, squeeze the glutes, make friends with the dust bunnies on the floor. We're gonna pull our elbows down, and then we're going to reach them out like we're flying, and then we're going to pull. I want you to have those arms off of the ground. So you can just do an inch or so, but I want you to try. Squeeze the shoulders, lift those arms up high as you can. We don't want to take the hands up. I surrender. We want to float. Pull. Shoulders down and back. Shoulders away from the ears. We don't have to keep them yanked down. A good range of motion. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Rest your chin on your hands. Grab a drink if you need it, but for the moment, I am just gonna rest, and I am going to give my arms and my abs a little bit of a break. So you can rest, chin on the hands. Just take some nice deep breaths. If you're staying upright, you can sit. You can walk around a little. And we're just gonna think about a nice, good stretch of the abs, a little stretch of the chest. So for stretching, we're gonna come down to the floor. If you need to stay up, when we do the scorpion stretch, I want you to do what we're doing with our arms, but I'm gonna have you do that against a wall. So you're gonna try to find a wall or even a doorway, and you're gonna take that arm into goalpost. So let's take that right arm. We're gonna go out to the side. I'm gonna turn, see if this works a little better. So I'm gonna take my right arm. I'm gonna go out to the side, goalpost position, 90 degrees at the elbow, 90 degrees at the shoulder. My right arm is out, my right leg is straight. My left leg, I'm gonna bend it. so that the heel is pointing to the ceiling. My left arm, I'm gonna have it kind of by my shoulder or my chest. Now keeping the right arm and shoulder on the floor, we're gonna push ourselves kind of into it. We're gonna roll into that shoulder, and we're gonna take that left leg and bring it across the body and see, can we get it on the floor? Now we don't wanna lift ourselves up so our shoulder and our chest on the right side are off of the floor. We want to have it on the floor. Now if you're really tight, you might just roll into that like a 1/4 inch and think, yep, I'm stretching, I'm good, and that's great. But if you can, we're gonna bring it a little farther over. Take a few deep breaths and try to relax into it. If you're staying upright, your right arm and chest are going to be on the wall, and you're gonna open that left side away from the wall just until you feel a good stretch. Now let's release, bring it into the center. We're gonna go and do the same thing on the other side. So now the right arm comes in, left arm is out, shoulder down, elbow is in 90 degrees, bend that right knee, keep the left shoulder and chest kind of on the floor, lift the right side up, cross it over. One thing that kind of helps me is, can I take my ear to the floor? And you may notice that one side works better than the other. So for me, I feel less stretch on the right side than I do on the left, which means that my left side is tight and I need to do a little more stretching and mobility on that side. Good, in 3, 2, and 1, and we're gonna release, and we're gonna come back into the center. Take your hands underneath your shoulders, kind of back by your chest. Take a deep breath in, exhale, brace your core. Push yourself up, and we're gonna sit our hips back into our heels into a child's pose. And my focus is to reach my arms out and try to keep a neutral spine. So I know if we're really tight, we kind of tend to round. I'm trying to keep a neutral spine and reach those arms out as far as I can. So somebody's pulling my hands forwards and somebody else is pulling my hips back. And then I'm gonna add a little wiggle side to side. So my goal is to start stretching out that area underneath my armpits. So a little side to side wiggle. We're stretching our lats here, which we strengthened when we did the pullovers and when we did the rows. Good, and we're gonna sit our hips back to our heels, keep our left arm out to the side. Right arm, we're gonna take it into the small of our back, and then we're gonna open that right shoulder back behind us. So left armpit goes to the floor, right shoulder reaches up. Good, switching sides. So right arm reaches out, stretch, stretch, pull. Left arm is gonna come right into the small of the back, and we're gonna open the shoulder to the ceiling. So right armpit down to the floor, left shoulder open back behind us. Good, bring it back into the center. We're going to do a wave, and we're gonna pull ourselves forward into a plank or an up dog. So let's tuck our chin, round our spine, roll through, and then we're gonna pull our shoulders down. Option 1 is a plank. Option 2, drop your hips to the floor, point your toe into up dog, look over the right shoulder, look over the left. Good, tuck the toes under, lift up into a down dog, and we're gonna add in just a little heel stretch, not a lot. Good, bring the knees back down to the ground, sit the hips back into the heels, and we're gonna pull ourselves through. You can do the spine rounding, or you can just pull yourself forward, holding a neutral spine into a plank. Look over one shoulder, look over the other, tuck the toes under, lift the hips up into a down dog. And I really think about pushing that floor away, bending my knees as necessary, drop my ears between my elbows, stretching my lats and my arms. Drop the knees down to the floor, sitting back, hips to heels. Take a nice deep breath in. Let the blood figure out where it's supposed to go. Let's take our right foot forwards. Half kneeling stance. We're gonna tuck our tail, squeeze our glute, hold this position, hold a nice neutral spine. Right hand to the shoulder, and you're gonna walk the fingers back, give yourself a nice good pat on the back. And then we're gonna take that right arm, back of the hand into the small of the back, and we're gonna give ourselves a side-to-side back rub. So if I'm standing, side-to-side back rub right here. Little shoulder mobility. Good, bring it in, switching sides. Half kneeling stance. Tuck the tail, squeeze the glute, tuck the ribs in. Let's give ourselves a nice good pat on the back. We're gonna open up that shoulder. So we don't wanna flare out our ribs when we do this, and we don't wanna drop our chin. Nice good pat on the back. Good, let's go ahead and bring it down, and again, back of the hand into the small of the back, and we're just gonna do a side-to-side back rub. Now it might be a bum rub, or if you can, bring it up, and we're just gonna give ourselves a little bit of a low back rub. Good. Bring this leg, pull it back just a little, hand on the thigh. We're gonna come up to standing. We're gonna roll the shoulders up, back, and down into our back pockets. Good. Shoulder down, ear to shoulder, side to side. Good. Head up, pull the shoulders down and back, look to one side, look to the other. Bring it into the center. We're gonna take a nice deep breath in. Left hand is gonna grab the right, and we're gonna just do a little side bend. Bring it in, exhale. Again, one more time, bring it up. Right hand grabs the left. Nice little side bend. Bring it down. We're gonna take one deep breath in, big breath in, spread the fingers. Exhale, thumb to index, middle, ring and pinky, and you are all done. So awesome job. Why don't you give yourself a nice good pat on the back and let me know what you thought about this workout. Go ahead and make a comment, or you can contact me through my website or my email address. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you like these workouts. Hit that like button anytime that you enjoy a workout, and make sure that you hit that notification bell, because it will let you know anytime that I upload a new video or anytime that I am going to go live. We do have a Christmas themed workout next Saturday. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do. I have a couple of different 12 days of Christmas workouts, and then I also have some Christmas themed type workouts, but we have a Christmas workout next week. And if I don't see you this week, have a wonderful week, and I hope to see you in class. Bye.